Good afternoon, everybody, and welcome to Calvary Christian for this volleyball matchup between the Lady Cavaliers of Mount DeSales and the Calvary Christian Lady Knights. Here on Georgia, Alabama Sports Live, I'm Richard Holdridge. Here on the broadcast, giving you the play-by-play as we are moments away from this volleyball match. And we will be right back. Right, we are moments away from the announcement of the starting lineups for this volleyball match between Mount DeSales Lady Cavaliers, who come in with an 8-11 record, 3-5 in their region, and the Calvary Christian Lady Knights, 12-8 on the season. As Calvary trying to get a playoff berth, which will be held at the top 4 seeds in the GIAA. The last ranking, Calvary was ranked 7th, which would mean that they would end up going to Brookstone, as Pacelli is the overall number 1 seed. Brookstone is number 2. And due to Hurricane Helene, they have decided to move the playoffs a week out. So the first and second round of the playoffs is going to be the 12th of October. As they are still warming up. Here's some of the stats for Mount DeSales. Leading the team with 2.3 kills per set is Sarah Fordham, followed by Laura Lily Sparks with 2.1 kills per set. Sarah Fordham also leads with 25 serving aces and 4.4 digs per set. Calvary Christian comes in with their leading player with 2.8 kills per set, Abigail Steffens. Abigail Holder, second on the team with 1.8 kills per set. Madeline Gaps leads with 2.9 digs per set. Olivia Smithwick leads the team with 318 assists. All right, we're going to go ahead and take another break as you're watching GIAA Volleyball on Georgia, Alabama Sports Live.
Truckloads of inventory are rolling into Glenn Smith Chevrolet in Opelika. Check out the powerful new Chevrolet Silverado 4-wheel drive crew cabs, discounted up to $13,750 off. Chevy Equinox with discounts up to $6,000 off. And listen to this, 2024 Chevy Blazer EV as low as $295 a month. Brand new Chevy Blazer EV, 4 months lease, just $295 a month.
Get ready to smile.
Truckloads of fresh inventory are rolling in to Glenn Smith Chevrolet in Opelika. Check out the powerful new Chevrolet Silverado 4-wheel drive crew cabs, discounted up to $13,000 off. Chevy Equinox with discounts up to $6,000 off. And this 2024 Chevy Blazer EV as low as $295 a month. Blazer EV, 24 months lease, just $295 a month.
Get ready to smile.
Truckloads of fresh inventory are rolling into Glenn Smith Chevrolet in Opelika. Check out the powerful new Chevrolet wheel drive crew cabs, discounted up to $13,750 off. Chevy Equinox with discounts up to $6,000 off. And listen to this, 2024 Chevy Blazer EV as low as $295 a month. Brand new Chevy Blazer lease, just $295 a month.
Get ready to smile.
Truckloads of fresh inventory are rolling into Smith Chevrolet in Opelika. Check out the powerful new Chevrolet 4-wheel drive crew cabs, discounted up to $13,750 off. Chevy Equinox with discounts up to $6,000 off. And listen to this, 2024 Chevy Blazer EV as low as $295 a month. Brand new Chevy Blazer EV, 24 months lease, just $295 a month.
Get ready to smile.
Truckloads of fresh inventory are rolling into Glenn Smith Chevrolet in Opelika.
Back here at Calvary Christian as they're going to have the national anthem and the announcement of the starting lineups. All right, the public address announcer, Coach Jonathan Gordon, is going to be announcing the starting lineup, starting with Mount DeSales. So this is senior night. So they are honoring the lone senior on the Calvary Knights, Ansley Tully. All right, Ansley Tully being honored here on senior night.
girls out this summer with Pepsi, the official beverage of Girls' Night Out. Get your girls out this summer with Pepsi, the official beverage of Girls' Night Out. Get your girls out this summer with Pepsi, the official beverage of Girls' Night Out. Get your girls out this summer with Pepsi, the official beverage of Girls' Night Out. Get your girls out this summer with Pepsi, the official beverage of Girls' Night Out.
And welcome back to Calvary Christian, where we got the Mount DeSales Lady Cavaliers taking on the Calvary Lady Knights. Mount DeSales with an 8-11 record. Calvary comes in with a 12-8 record, and they are ranked 9th according to the latest rankings in the GIAA on Max Preps. So a win tonight would go a long way and might be able to get a spot in the playoffs. Remember, the top 4 seeds are going to be hosting, and right now the number 1 and number 2 seeds are Pacelli and Brookstone. This is a makeup game, as this is senior night, as they did honor the lone senior, Ansley Tully, as the Lady Knights are led by their head coach Mary Irving and their assistant coach Savannah Battle. And we get ready for some volleyball here on Georgia Alabama Sports Live. Glad that you are joining us as the student section just moves over a little bit. Here we go. Mount DeSales is going to serve it. Julia Bonbrake will be on to serve for the Lady Cavaliers. And we are underway here at Calvary. And that's going to go out of bounds. Calvary will get the point. And on to serve is Madeline Gaps, wearing the red jersey. That is out of play. Nope, that's a point to Mount DeSales. That actually was on the line. It is 1-1. Very early here in the first set. Remember, they played a 3 sets. Marie Tan on to serve. Smithwick with a bump. And that's going to be a point for Mount DeSales. And it is 2-1. Marie Tan leads the Lady Cavaliers with 5.4 digs per set. The bump by Gaps. It's over. Good dig. The bump. Smithwick. Oh, what a block. That block was by number 3, Maddie Caden. And Mount DeSales leads it 3-1. Tan's second straight point. Good dig. Tully. Gaps with a bump. Von break. Good block. That was Ansley Tully with the block, and Calvary will get the point. And on to serve, Abigail Steffens, who leads the team with 2.8 kills per set. Little bump, on break, point Calvary. We are tied at 3 here in the first set. This is Georgia Alabama Sports Live. Go and like that Facebook page and subscribe to the YouTube channel. That was a nice serve by Steffens, and that goes into the stands. Good serve by Abigail Steffens, and it is 4-3 Calvary. Steffens back to serve. And that is out. The back and forth game here in the first set. Laura Lily Sparks on for the Cavaliers. Little bump. Gaps. Smithwick getting it over his holder. Keeping it alive. There's the kill attempt by Sarah Fordham. Steffens gets it. Bond break. Let it go. And they do. Calvary with the point. A good job with the discipline. Trying to make sure that it could have been playable, but Olivia Smithwick now on to serve. Good bump by Tran, and that is going to be a serving ace for Olivia Smithwick. She's got 319 of those. And she's going to serve again with her team up 6-4 early on in the first set. Good bump by Tan. It's an over. Nice dig by Steffens. Tully, block, out of play, and a point for Calvary Christian. It is 7-4. Smithwick has had the last 2 points on the serve. Tan, bump by Bonbrook. Little over by Joy Bonbrook. Got some group of sisters on this team, and how about that kill by Abigail Holder? 1.8 kills per set on the season, and Calvary on top 8-4. Smithwick back to serve. Remember, she was the Alex Quinney All-State Good Hands Player of the Match last time. Tan, good block. That's on the net, and that's going to be a point for Calvary. Tan with a bump. Gets it over is Sparks. Steffens. Good dig by Sparks. Bonbrook. That doesn't quite get over the net, and it's going to be a point for Calvary. It is 10-4. Remember, they played at 25. You got to win by 2. And then in the GIAA, they play to 3 sets. Just in case you're wondering about the volleyball rules. Olivia Smithwick, and they let it go. She had a good run of points on those serves. Puts Calvary up on top, 10-5. And on to serve is Maddie Caden for the Lady Cavaliers from Mount DeSales. Bump by Gaps. Smithwick, assists. Tipping it over is number 21, Athens Burleson. Look at the kill and a block by Abigail Holder. Get that out of here. That was an incredible block. And now Ansley Tully is on to serve. And that's an ace. for Ansley Tully, who got honored on senior night. Good bump. Got to get it over. Good. And that's going to be a point for Calvary. That was an attempt by Maddie Caden. Calvary's now up 13-5. Timeout on the floor. Calvary leads 13-5 as this volleyball match is brought to you by Glenn Smith Chevrolet GMC, Gordy Eye Care, Pepsi, Chattahoochee Valley Community College, Masterwall Incorporated, Mount DeSales Academy, one of those many GIAA schools out of Macon, Georgia. They got quite a few of them. They did defeat FPD last week in 3 sets. They are 3-5 in their region. They will take on Sherwood Christian Academy next week. Remember, everything got delayed because of the hurricane. The playoffs were supposed to start this weekend. They will start next weekend. Tully on the serve. Tan with a bump. Another bump, you got to get it over. And they do. Holder. Smithwick. Holder with the kill. That's a second kill here in this set for Abigail Holder. And it's now 14-5. Calvary Christian 12-8 on the season. They've had some very impressive wins, including over Brookstone. And Tully sails that one a little bit too far, and Mount DeSales will get the point, and they will get the serve. And Joy Bunbrake, a trio of sisters from Mount DeSales. Bump by Stephen Smithwick. Holder, too far. Mount DeSales with the point. And they trail 14-7 here in the first set. Steffens with a bump. Smithwick, assist. Too high again. Mount DeSales playing conservative, not being too aggressive, just letting those points come to them. With a bump, Smithwick leads the team in assists. Oh, Aiden Steffens trying to block it. Here's a bump. Smithwick. Holder with the kill. That's 3 kills in this set by Abigail Holder. Well above her season average. And she is going to serve. That's a way you end up getting the point on a kill, and you end up coming to serve. Is that on the line? No, that was out of bounds. Those corner judges, they have a good eye for those things. And now Sarah Fordham will be on to serve. Gaps with a bump. Smithwick. Steffens with a kill. She leads the team with 2.8 kills per set. That would be 162 kills on the season. And Abigail Steffens is going to serve for Calvary. Tan with a bump. Von Break. Little tip over. Oh, that's legal. Could do that. Von Break gets it over. Little set there by Webb. Look at that. Steffens. Aiden Steffens with the kill. And it's now 17-9. On to serve is Athens Burleson. The bump. Von Break. What a block. Staying alive with it is Mount DeSales. Too high, out of bounds. Calvary with a point. Closer and closer to winning this first set. By the way, the playoffs for the region tournament is happening right now in Muskogee County. Oh, what an ace. Athens Burleson with a serving ace, and it is 19-9. Columbus is the overall number 1 seed over in the region tournament. Sumter County's number 2, Hardaway number 3. That's high. That's deep. Good job. Stephens blocking it. Von break. Got to get it over. Oh, and that's going to be a point for Mount Sales. Sometimes the ball just bounces a little funny. It's 19-10. And on to serve is Julia Bonbreak. Oh, what a dig by Madeline Gaps. Webb. She gets it over. Bonbreak. Taylor. What a shot by Ellie Taylor. And Mount Sales is slowly climbing their way back here in the first set. They trail 19-11. Julia Bonbreak on to serve. Gaps, the bump. Smithwick. Stephens. Block. Out of play. Point Calvary. 20-11. Don't forget, Calvary plays St. Anne Pacelli in football this Friday. You can catch that on Georgia Alabama Sports Live. Rex Castillo will be on the call. That's out of play and another point for Calvary. It's 21-11. I will be on the call Monday for Calvary softball against Schley County. Madeline Gaps. Tran with a bump. What a job by Ansley Tully, anticipating it and spikes it over. And Calvary 3 points away from winning the first set. And here comes Madeline Gaps with the serve. Getting it over. Sparks. Bonbreak. Gaps with a bump. Smithwick. Smithwick gets it over and Calvary gets the point. It's 23-11. Calvary Christian Knights. Madeline Gaps can close it out. That's high. That's deep. Got to get it over. Fordham does. Smithwick. Tully. Sparks. Gaps with a bump. Smithwick. Good job by Stephens to get it over. It was a bad angle. And the dig attempt by Webb, and that is going to be, I think they call that a net violation because they gave the point to Calvary. It's 24-11. Madeline Gaps can close this out here in the first set. Here we go. Getting it over. What a job staying alive as Mount Sales. A good job staying alive. They will get the serve as Marie Tan, who leads the team with 5.4 digs per set. Gaps with a bump. Smithwick. Tully. Out of bounds. And the point will go to Mount Sales. It's 24-13. Tan with the serve. Webb, the bump. Smithwick. Tully. Good dig by Tan. What a block. Staying with it. Good location by Joy Bonbreak. And it is now 24-14. Mount Sales is not going away, folks, here in this first set. Gaps. Smithwick with a bump. That is a textbook block by Laura Lily Sparks. And is now 24-15. Mount Sales on a little bit of a run. Not quite done yet here in the first set. Webb with a bump. Smithwick with a bump. Gaps got to get it over, and she does. Fordham. Oh, good save. That was a dig by Josie Blake. Tan. Fordham with a bump. Stephens. Smithwick. We got ourselves a rally here, and Calvary wins the first set. It wasn't easy, but they win the first set. 25-15, as we'll be back with set number 2 here on Georgia Alabama Sports Live.
inventory are rolling into Glenn Smith Chevrolet in Opelika. Check out the powerful new Chevrolet Silverado 4-wheel drive crew cabs, discounted up to the off. Chevy Equinox with discounts up to $6,000. Listen to this. 2024 Chevy Blazer EV as low as $295 a month. Brand new Chevy Blazer 4 months lease, just $295 a month.
Get ready to
Truckloads of fresh inventory are rolling into Glenn Smith Chevrolet in Opelika. Check out the powerful new Chevrolet Silverado 4-wheel drive crew cabs, discounted up to $13,750 off. Chevy Equinox with $6,000 off. And listen to this, Tour EV as low as $295 a month. Brand new Chevy Blazer EV, 24 months lease, just $295 a month.
Get ready to smile.
Truckloads of fresh inventory are rolling into Glenn Smith Chevrolet in Opelika. Check out the powerful new Chevrolet Silverado 4-wheel drive crew cabs, discounted up to $13,750 off. Chevy Equinox with discounts up to $6,000 off. And listen to this, 2024 Chevy Blazer EV as low as $295 a month. Brand new Chevy Blazer EV, 24 months lease, just $295 a month.
Get ready to smile.
Truckloads of fresh inventory are rolling in.
And welcome back here to Calvary Christian High School as the Calvary Lady Knights take the first set, 25-15 over Mount DeSales as we get ready for set number 2. Remember, they play 3 sets. You play to 25, you got to win 3 sets. Here in the GIAA. Just a reminder that the first 2 rounds of the GIAA playoffs will be at the top 4 seeds on October the 12th. And then the semifinals and the championship will be October the 15th up at Heritage in Noonan, Georgia. And you can catch those games on GIAA.tv. As Thrift Behringer and myself will be on the call for GIAA.tv. As this match is brought to you by Masterwall Incorporated, Glenn Smith Chevrolet GMC, Pepsi, Gordy Eye Care, Chattahoochee Valley Community College. And we appreciate everybody watching us on this Thursday night where we don't really have any high school football games in this area. The only one in the Chattahoochee Valley right now is Whitewater and LaGrange. But we have got a fantastic quadruple header for you tomorrow. I will be on the call for Shaw Carver. Thrift Behringer will be on the call for Randolph County, Glenwood. Rex Castillo will be on the call for Pacelli, Calvary, and Rick Beach will be on the call for Griffin, Harris County. What an incredible lineup of games. And we also got Auburn and Central playing in the area, but that's going to be broadcasted on another network. But that's definitely going to be a massive game. Looking forward to high school football tomorrow. Don't forget, Thrift and I will have our GIAA scoreboard show at 11 o'clock. Here we go. Calvary serving in the second set. And that is how you start the second set by Abigail Steffens with a big kill. And it's actually out of bounds. For a second there, I thought that the ref, I'm up here. I was looking on the line. I thought that was definitely in bounds. As Julia Bonbroke to serve. There's Steffens. Oh, nice placement by Abigail Steffens. And Calvary gets the point. And on to serve is the captain, wearing the red jersey, Madeline Gaps. And you got to remember, this Calvary volleyball team is a young team, as that's a point for Calvary. They got the one senior, Ansley Tully. They got Ellie Jenkins and Aiden Steffens, both juniors. Everybody else is a sophomore. Gaps to serve. Tan. Oh, what placement by Laura Lily Sparks. And it is 2-2. Marie Tan on to serve from out to Sales. Bump by Webb. Smithwick. Out of play. The point goes to Mount to Sales. Webb with a bump. Smithwick gets it over. Sparks. That's Latimer. Smithwick. Steffens. Good dig by Tan. Another bump. The bump. Got to let that one go, but Calvary plays it on, and Mount to Sales gets the point. Sometimes you're in the momentum where you can't tell if that's going to go out of bounds or not. But sometimes people in the stands can see if it's going to go out of bounds. Tan, the bump, and another point from Out to Sales. And they're off to a hot start here in the second set. It's 5-2, Mount to Sales. Tan. The bump. Steffens. Nobody gets there. It's a water bottle, and Calvary gets a point. Abigail Steffens on to serve for the Lady Knights. 2.8 kills per set. And Mount to Sales gets the point. Laura Lily Sparks on to serve. Good dig by Gaps. Smithwick. Holder. Calvary with a point. And on to serve for the Lady Knights. Olivia Smithwick. Tan with a dig. Steffens. Miscommunication there. Mount to Sales will get the point, and they will get the serve. On to serve is Peyton Latimer. Gaps. Smithwick. And that's a kill by Athens Burleson. Calvary with the point. It's 7-5. And Ansley Tully, the lone senior on this team, who was honored before the game for senior night, on the serve. Tully with a bump. Smithwick. And what a kill by Abigail Holder. And that was a great play. And Calvary now trails 7-6. They were trailing 5-2. They're clawing their way back into this game. Is Ansley Tully going to serve? And they let it go. On to serve is Ellie Taylor. Leads the team with 17 blocks. The bump by Steffens. Smithwick. Burleson. Bump. Steffens. Smithwick. Point. Mount to Sales. And they lead 9-6. Mount to Sales 8-11 on the season. Gaps. Smithwick. Holder with the kill. That was on the line. What a shot by Abigail Holder. And she is going to serve. That was out of bounds. Mount Sales leads 9-7 on to serve as Sarah Fordham leads the team with 2.3 kills per set. Steffens, the Steffens sisters out of Aiden Steffens. What a play by Mount DeSales on the kill. And they lead 11-7. Trying to respond here in this second set after losing the first set, 25-15. Fordham. Gaps with the bump. Smithwick. That is an incredible block by Laura Lily Sparks. And it is 12-7, Mount DeSales. Timeout on the floor. As we would like to thank our presenting sponsors, Master Wall Incorporated, Grant Smithwick out of Midland. Of course, he has been a huge supporter of Georgia Alabama Sports Live since the beginning, and we thank him for being a presenting sponsor. Also, Alex Quinney All-State Agency. Don't forget, we will announce a Alex Quinney All-State Agency Good Hands Player of the Game following this match. CVCC, as Georgia Alabama Sports Live is the home for CVCC Pirates and Lady Pirates. Pepsi, I'm probably going to get dinner after this. I'm definitely going to want to get a nice Pepsi or Starry, depending on how late it is. Glenn Smith Chevrolet GMC. So Thrift and I were in the showroom last Saturday for high school game day. And Gordy Eye Care. Griff Gordy and his Central Red Devils got a big game against Auburn, as he has been a proud Central Red Devil, was on that 93 championship team. Webb saves it. Smithwick. Steffens gets it over. All it took was a little tip to try to get it over, and it's 12-8. And on to serve is Athens Burleson. A young team. They are currently 9th in the GIAA, trying to make the playoffs. And that's going to be a serving ace. Calvary now trails 12-9. And Athens Burleson is going to get this serve again. All right, Burleson. 10 with a bump. That was Latimer. Gaps. Smithwick. Steffens with the kill. Abigail Steffens has been doing it all season. She's got about 4 or 5 kills in this game. That would put her up to about 165 kills. There's Athens Burleson. That gets over. Look at Steffens. That was a shot where Fordham had no choice but to kick it because of the angle. Abigail Steffens with another kill. Back-to-back kills. Calvary is making their push here in the second set. They trail 12-11 over Mount DeSales. As we'll be back here on Georgia Alabama Sports Live.
Truckloads of fresh inventory are rolling into Glenn Smith Chevrolet in Opelika. Check out the powerful new Chevrolet Silverado 4-wheel drive crew cabs, discounted up to $13,750 off. Chevy Equinox with discounts up to $6,000 off. And listen to this, 2024 Chevy Blazer EV, as low as $295 a month. Brand new Chevy Blazer EV, 24 months.
Back here at Calvary, Aiden Steffens, 10 with a bump. And the block, that is going to be a block by Abigail Steffens, and Calvary just ties it up. It is 12-12. And Athens Burleson on to serve once again for Calvary. Bump by Sparks. Good bump by Webb. Smithwick. Aiden Steffens. Webb with the bump. Smithwick with the assist. Oh, good dig by Madeline Gaps. Smithwick gets it over. Got to get it over. That's 3 hits. That was 3 hits. You had to get it over. Calvary retakes the lead here in the second set. And Athens Burleson is on a little bit of a streak here for Calvary Christian. And that's a serving ace for Athens Burleson. And Calvary leads 14-12. And that's going to be a point from Mount DeSales. On to serve. Julia Bonbrake. And I believe that Julia, Joy, and Jerusha are all sisters. Or they could be cousins. I will get confirmation. That is a kill shot by Calvary. And that is how you get a point to respond back. 15-13 is your score. Madeline Gaps is on to serve. Latimer. Steffens with the kill. Abigail Steffens has been doing it all season, and that was a big point for Calvary. Calvary is 12-8 on the season, currently ranked 9th. This is one of those games where they know they got to win if they want to try to get a better seeding for the playoffs. And that was hit more than 3 times. So Mount DeSales will get the point. And on to serve is Joy Bonbrake. Leads the team with 24 blocks. Nope, not Joey Bonbrake. Marie Tan. Marie Tan's going to serve. Good dig by Gaps. Webb gets it over. Tan. Webb with a bump. Smithwick with a bump. Gaps gets it over. Tan with a bump. Fordham. Smithwick. Tully. Good job by Athens Burleson. Little bump by Abigail Steffens. Got to protect the net. Got to protect the net. And they do. Abigail Steffens protects the net. And Calvary now leads 17-14. You kind of knew that was going toward the net. I tell you, the netmaster is like the most funnest job in volleyball. Joy seeing the netmaster every time I come here. Abigail Steffens on to serve. And that is a serving ace for Abigail Steffens. She's had quite a few of those this season. Trying to close out this second set. Steffens. It's just coming in so fast. They got to get it over. Smithwick. Tully. They get it over. Sparks with a bump. Bonbrake with a bump. Smithwick. With the spike, gets it over. Tan with a bump. Fordham with the spike. Good patience. What a rally we got going on here. Fordham with a bump. Bonbrake. What a block by Abigail Holder. I'm telling you, I'm kind of getting an idea who could possibly be Alex Quinney All-State Good Hands Player of the Game. I'm really deciding between 2 players right now. And it's tough. Steffens. Tully with a bump. Smithwick. Tully. Steffens with a bump. Smithwick. Steffens gets it over. The bump by Bonbrake. Fordham. Gets it over. Gaps. Smithwick. Tully. Good shot by Tan. That is going to be out of bounds, and a point goes to Calvary. It's 20-14. And Abigail Steffens with the serve. That's on the line. Abigail Steffens with a serving ace. And we got ourselves a timeout on the floor. Calvary Christian leads Mount DeSales 21-14 here in the second set. We want to thank our presenting sponsors, Glenn Smith Chevrolet GMC, Master Wall Incorporated, Chattahoochee Valley Community College, Gordy Eye Care, Pepsi, and Alex Quinney All-State Agency. You're in good hands. And I've kind of broken it down to two players that could possibly be the Alex Quinney All-State Good Hands Player of the Match. And I'll give you a hint. The first name is Abigail. There you go. Georgia Alabama Sports Live, like the Facebook page, subscribe to the YouTube channel. We've got high school game day tomorrow in Harris County. We got a quadruple header. Shaw, Carver, Pacelli, Calvary, Griffin, Harris County, Randolph County, Glenwood. An incredible quadruple header tomorrow on Georgia Alabama Sports Live. I will be at Kinnett Stadium. Myself and Mike Peacock will be on the broadcast for Shaw, Carver. 7 o'clock, Kinnett Stadium. Rex Castillo here at Lynn McWilliams Field for Pacelli Calvary. 7:30. And Abigail Steffens, that serve just did not quite get over the net, so it's 21-15. And on the serve is Laura Lily Sparks. Averages 2.1 kills per set. Steffens. Tully. Tan. Steffens with a bump. Smithwick. Holder. Oh, what a dig by Tan. Oh, what a dig by Abigail Steffens. Tully, too far, and it's going to be a point from Mount DeSales. (21-16). Laura Lily Sparks. And the serving ace for Laura Lily Sparks. Mount DeSales is fighting back in this second set. They lost the first set 25-15. We play to 3 sets. Could play to 5. It's the best of 3. And that's a point for Calvary. It's 22-17. And Olivia Smithwick on to serve. A bump. Bond break. Abigail Holder with the kill. Abigail Holder is having a fantastic match. And Calvary is 2 points away from winning the second set. Smithwick on the serve. Tan. Out of bounds. Point, Calvary. And they are 1 point away. 1 point away from winning the second set. Olivia Smithwick trying to close it out here in the second set. And Calvary Christian wins set number 2. 25-17. As we get ready for set number 3 here on Georgia Alabama Sports Live. Calvary Christian is up 2 sets on Mount DeSales. We'll be back here on Georgia Alabama Sports Live.
Get your grills out this summer with Pepsi, the official beverage of Girls Night Out. Get your grills out this summer with Pepsi, the official beverage of Girls Night Out. Get your grills out this summer with Pepsi, the official beverage of Girls Night Out.
And welcome back here to Calvary Christian. Richard Holder's on the call here at Georgia Alabama Sports Live. As Calvary and Mount DeSales get ready to play the third set. Calvary is up 2 sets. They won set number 1, 25-15. They won set number 2, 25-17. It looks like Mount DeSales will be serving. Here's what we got coming up on Georgia Alabama Sports Live. Tomorrow, high school game day at Danny Durham Field, Tiger Stadium up in Hamilton, Georgia. Thrip Berger, Rick Beach, and a guest picker will preview all the games around the Chattahoochee Valley. And then starting at 7 at Kinnett Stadium, myself and Mike Peacock will be on the call for Shaw Carver. 7:30, Rex Castillo will be on the call for Pacelli Calvary. 7:30, up at Harris County, Rick Beach will be on the call for Griffin Harris County. And at 8 o'clock, Thrip Behringer will be on the call for Randolph County and Glenwood. And then don't forget, on Sunday, we have our CB Hoops Perfect Practice Fall League. As Calvary is in the league, it's part of the actually, they're on their own team. I know last year they were part of the independent team. They are their own team. As can't wait for Calvary basketball. That's going to be a lot of fun. It was fun calling those basketball games. I actually would set up right in the same spot I'm right now. I know we can't wait for that. Coach Jonathan Norton for the girls team and Coach Jonathan Gordon for the boys team. It's going to be a lot of excitement. It's going to happen probably in probably a month and a half. Julia Bonbrook on to serve from Mount DeSales. Gaps. Smithwick. And there's a block by Laura Lily Sparks. Mount DeSales, 1-0. Mount DeSales was up to start the second set, but Calvary made their charge. Bonbrook trying to keep it going for the Lady Cavaliers. Webb, Gaps with a bump. Got to get it over, and Smithwick does. Fordham, Bonbrook. Miscommunication on the net. The net was not friendly that time. And Madeline Gaps, wearing the red jersey, is going to serve. Latimer. Oh, and that was a diving effort by Madeline Gaps to try to go for the dig, but Mount DeSales gets the point. And on to serve will be Joy Bonbrook. Bonbreak. Gaps with a bump. Smithwick. Good job by Abigail Steffens just to stay with it, because that was a block, and she responded to the block perfectly. Fordham. Gaps, Smithwick, Tully got to get it over, and she does. And Tully with the kill. Ansley Tully ties it up here in the third set. And on to serve is Abigail Steffens, leads the team with 2.8 kills per set, 46 assists. And she has 167 kills. 10. Out of bounds, a serving ace for Abigail Steffens. Steffens on to serve. And that is going to be a point for Mount DeSales. Laura Lily Sparks is going to serve for Mount DeSales. Gaps with a bump. Smithwick gets it over. Nothing there. Calvary with another point. Calvary led by their athletic director, Coach Steve Smith. If you missed the Calvary Coaches Show, I had the AD, Coach Smith, on Tuesday night as we had our State of the Program mid-season edition, just talking about the sports, and good block by Abigail Holder. Holder's like, I'll take that. It's 5-3. And Olivia Smithwick on to serve. Tan could not get it. And a serving ace for Smithwick. Mount DeSales is staying in there tough. They're down 2 sets. They're just going to have to take it 1 point at a time. And Smithwick's serve is too far, and a point goes to Mount DeSales. On to serve, Joy Bonbreak. Bonbreak. Gaps with a bump. Smithwick. Holder with the kill. Abigail Holder is really stating a case for All-State, Alex Quinney All-State Good Hands Player of the Game. She has had a fantastic game. This has just been a great effort by all the players trying to get this win. Tully out of bounds, and the point goes to Mount DeSales. Marie Tan on to serve. Calvary won the first set 25-15. They won the second set 25-17. And that's going to be a point for Calvary. And Abigail Holder on to serve. And a serving ace for Abigail Holder. And I'm just going to announce it now. She is the Alex Quinney All-State Good Hands Player of the Game. She's had a fantastic game, and I'm sorry about that. That was the announcer jinx. Mount DeSales gets the point. They get the serve. Sarah Fordham on to serve. Gaps. Smithwick. Steffens. That's a point. Going to Calvary. Athens Burleson on to serve for the Lady Knights. Tan with a bump. Aiden Steffens. Smithwick. Abigail Steffens. That is on the line, and that is going to be a point. This is the final game of the regular season for Calvary Christian. They are coming into this match with a 5-game win streak. They defeated Troup County, Fayette County, Strong Rock. Gap to the bump. Smithwick. Steffens. Abigail Steffens with the point. And it is 12-6. Their last loss was to Pacelli. We have that game here on Georgia Alabama Sports Live. Pacelli is the number 1 team in the GIAA, but they have knocked off the number 2 team in the GIAA, the Brookstone Lady Cougars. Smithwick with a bump. Aiden Steffens, the block, the spike over. Steffens. That's out of bounds. It is 12-7. The bump by Burleson. Gaps. The bump by Vonbreak. Fordham. Too high, too far. Calvary gets the point. It's 13-7. And Madeline Gaps on to serve. Fordham trying to get it over, and it was already hit 3 times. That will be counted as a serving ace for Madeline Gaps. And she will serve again. Good dig by Tan. Tan with another dig, but there's a whistle. Was that a... Are they calling a timeout? They did call a timeout. All right, we'd like to thank our presenting sponsors. Master Wall Incorporated, Glenn Smith Chevrolet GMC, CVCC, Pepsi, Gordy Eye Care, and Alex Quinney Allstate. Don't forget that the Alex Quinney Allstate Good Hands Player of the Game is Abigail Holder. Congratulations. I know that Olivia Smithwick has won it before. And we also want to congratulate Ansley Tully for being honored on senior night. So Calvary Christian leads Mount DeSales here in the third set, 14-7. Trying to figure out whose ball it is. And it'll be Calvary ball. Madeline Gaps on to serve. Gets it over the net. Fordham with a bump. Latimer gets it over. Smithwick. Athens Burleson. Latimer. Steffens with a block. An attempted dig by Athens Burleson, and that's going to be a point for Mount DeSales. Mount DeSales not going away. They're fighting in this. Joy Vonbreak to serve. Smithwick. Steffens. Webb. Smithwick. And Smithwick has got a point, and she can't believe it. It's just nobody was there for Mount DeSales. Steffens on to serve. A good dig by Latimer. Smithwick. Holder. And the double slam for Abigail Holder. It got blocked, and she put it back up again. It is 16-8. Steffens. And Tan. That will be a serving ace for Abigail Steffens. The two players that have really stood out in this game, and we can only give one player, Alex Quinney, All-State Player of the Game, but Abigail Steffens and Abigail Holder have been fantastic. It is 17-9. Laura Lily Sparks on to serve from Mount DeSales. And Calvary will get the point, and they will get the serve right back. Here comes Olivia Smithwick on to serve. And Mount DeSales, another point. They trail 18-10. Peyton Latimer will be on to serve for the Lady Cavaliers. Gaps. Smithwick. Holder with a little tip over. They're getting it over. Good teamwork. And then Athens Burleson. Good block. Good recovery. Holder. Burleson. Got to get it over. Looking for the block. Steffens. Smithwick. Is a valiant effort by Athens Burleson. It was a bad angle, but Mount DeSales will get the point. Peyton Latimer trying to go for some more points on the serve. Gaps, Smithwick, Burleson, too high and too far. And Mount DeSales now trails 18-12. Latimer on to serve. Steffens. Smithwick. Tully. Nice dig by Tan. And a good play by Mount DeSales on the attempted block. And Mount DeSales is making their charge here in the third set. They now trail 18-13. Laura Lily Sparks on to serve. Gaps with a bump. Smithwick gets it over. On break. Fordham. Steffens trying to get it over, and it hits the net, and that's going to be a point for Mount DeSales. It is 18-14. Latimer to serve. Gaps. Good dig by Smithwick. That is too high and too far. And we got ourselves a timeout. As you're watching GIAA Volleyball here on Georgia Alabama Sports Live, we would like to thank our presenting sponsors, Glenn Smith Chevrolet GMC, Masterwall Incorporated, Pepsi, Chattahoochee Valley Community College, Gordy Eye Care, and Alex Quinney All-State Agency. As the Alex Quinney All-State Good Hands Player of the Match is Abigail Holder. Congratulations to Abigail. As Mount DeSales, they've had quite a run here in the third set. Peyton Latimer doing a good job on the serve, getting some points to get her team back in the game. Gaps, Smithwick, Holder, what a block. Good recovery. Got to get it over on the third. Gaps, Smithwick, Steffens. Holder with a bump, keeping it alive. Burleson. Tan gets it over. Smithwick. Steffens. Gets it over, and that's a point for Calvary. And that was a very well-needed point because Mount DeSales was going on a run. And now here comes the senior, Ansley Tully, as she hears it from the crowd. Oh, and that's going to be a point for Mount DeSales. It's 19-16. Ansley Tully honored on senior night. Marie Tan to serve. Aiden Stephens with the kill, but good recovery by Mount DeSales. Smithwick. Stephens with the kill. And Calvary is inching closer towards victory in the final game of the regular season. And here comes Abigail Holder. On to serve. Tan with a bump. Latimer. Fordham gets it over. Holder. Smithwick. Abigail Holder. Good job by Latimer saving it. Too high and too far as Laura Lily Sparks tried to go for the slam. Calvary now leads 21-16 here in the third set. Holder trying to close it out for the Lady Knights. Latimer. Fordham. Good bump by Gaps. Burleson with the point. And Calvary is 3 points away from winning the match. How fitting would this be that Alex Quinney, All-State Good Hands Player of the Game, closes this out on the serve. Gaps. Smithwick. That is going to be out of bounds. On to serve, Sarah Fordham. Leads the team with 2.3 kills per set. Gaps. Smithwick with the set. And how about that? Spike and kill for Aiden Stephens. It's 23-17. On to serve is Athens Burleson. Got to get it over. And they do. Gaps. Smithwick. Abigail Holder. Block. That's going to be a point for Calvary because that block went out of bounds. And it is match point. Match point coming up, and Athens Burleson could close it out here on this serve. Tan with a bump. Gets it over. Webb. Smithwick. A little bump. And Fordham with a bump. Bonbrake with a bump. Webb. Stephens gets it over. That is in. And Calvary wins the match. What a shot placement by Aiden Stephens right on the corner. And the Calvary Christian Knights close out the regular season with a 13-8 record as they get ready to see where they're going to go for the first and second round of the playoffs. Hopefully, they can get a good seeding and they can stay local here in Columbus. The first and second round of the playoffs will be Saturday, October the 12th for the GIAA. And the championship will be at Heritage School in Noonan on October the 15th. So the Calvary Christian Lady Knights defeat Mount DeSales in 3 sets, 25-15, 25-17, and 25-17. The Alex Quinney All-State Good Hands Player of the Game is Abigail Holder. Congratulations. We want to thank our sponsors one last time. Alex Quinney All-State Agency, Masterwall Incorporated, Glenn Smith Chevrolet GMC, Gordy Eye Care, Chattahoochee Valley Community College, and Pepsi. For Richard Holdridge, I'm saying so long from Calvary Christian School once again. The Calvary Lady Knights close out the regular season on senior night, and they defeat Mount DeSales 25-15, 25-17, and 25-17. Have a great rest of your night, everybody.
Get your grills out this summer with Pepsi, the official beverage of Girls Night Out. Get your grills out this summer with Pepsi, the official beverage of Girls Night Out. Get your grills out this summer with Pepsi, the official beverage of Girls Night Out.